Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Disco Elysium. And last Let's Play, we bought a shirt and some kind of small thing, and then went in this tent and found out they were making drugs. But we're dealing with that later. Now we're going to talk to her, see if she has anything.
The shaggy-haired girl, Neil.
Yes.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Questions?
Shoot. I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it.
I don't care. I'm local. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Yeah.
I know.
I'm not gonna be local.
I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them? Oh, right. That's wise. Take your time.
Yeah.
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me, right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Yeah. Is she still? Okay.
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
Yes, a banger.
Gangster
As in a
crab
mess
man.
gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
We'll
Why?
see.
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
More about your
My
associates?
associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
That means...
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but... It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that... yeah. You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic
Secret task?
instruments. Synthesizers and tape consoles.
Synthesizers?
Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that. Go ahead.
Make my day, punk. Okay, we'll go check out the choice. What is that thing in... oh, main menu. I have never noticed that there. Okay. Try number 2.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city,
Okay, I was like, is... Okay, that's the game. I was like, who's having a lawnmower going? I think the front there will be where things are. Yeah, there's dishes. Contact
The
microphones?
silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
That is odd.
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Well, I was thinking that, because, like, if you're trying to yell, but you can't hear anything...
Please, detective, not this again.
But... if I'm yelling and I can't hear myself...
The lieutenant...
Can you hear anything? The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore.
Perception. Can I just have my glasses on? Oop, revert. Wait. I'm going to... go back to that. That kind of sucked.
The shaggy head.
So you talked to my associates, right? Shoot. I did, and
This is why.
you don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. I know. May I ask? Oh, right. That's what. Oh,
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the other.
okay. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their and then he stopped.
Like
It was too...
Come on, she obviously could.
He looked like
a crab.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang. Why? Nothing. And my associates? Sorry.
To the cops.
Me? Don't know what makes you think it'll be... It's supposed to accept that. You know, anodic, cathodic, synthesizers and tape consoles. You know, anodic, what do you need to know? Go ahead.
Okay. And then might as well do perception. As I was trying, man. Perceptive pants. Okay, there's perceptive shoes. Yellow, 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 yellow. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. We really just have one thing that does perception. I don't specifically re-roll that just so I could be like, ooh, let's do that thing. It's also so that, you know, I can go, hey, let's not put something into something we already have a ton of.
Heavy wooden, the lock.
Let's go.
A great worship in the heart.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. You know, Williams. The Vims. Tell me about the Vims.
The silence in maybe if you were to stand in just the and then it seems that you can hardly hear your own. Your voice is you produce a few. The lieutenant.
Can you hear anything? The church...
Maybe the church was designed this way to.
Please, detective.
The lieutenant.
Can you hear any... I wonder why...
Maybe the church was the lieutenant. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible. The silence. The darkness.
Sorry. Should have seen, like, what is its thing. Oh, we're able to...
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows. Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
Yeah, you have poor eyesight.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go? You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
I'm gonna go over here and look at other stuff first. Before we talk to the strange, guy. Oh, it's that thing that you put a box into or something?
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Ooh, quivering.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on. We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Well, we'll deal with that later. I wanted to look at things that are most likely quick and then talk to Spider-Man. How do you get to go over there?
The shadow is a man, A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
He's made out of wood?
The crab man.
The crab man.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Out of everything I thought that person was gonna say or sound like, that wasn't it.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Sheesh.
I wonder if he drank a whole bunch, he'd be like, okay, yeah. Oh, hell no. Run away.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
More patronized. So original. Sound like my wife. I don't remember.
I was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark, Holmes.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Some crazy guy under the roof.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm supposed to go after, I guess. Wasteland of Reality. Oh, right.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
Is somewhere we know your regular name?
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
To write? Interrogative?
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it. I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Yeah, Holmes.
That's not really the point, I said. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Ooh.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Extend my hand in greeting. What is he gonna do? Come down and shake it?
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters. This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly. Oh, that's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will. I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
I heard that before, Way, and I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I sometimes wake up without hangovers. I love sleep.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
Are we talking about Ulu? Yeah, let's just move on.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory. I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins. He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory. I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound. Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me. I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Is your willy out?
They look pretty dapper, actually. The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me. Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway, why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Where the other spooker is?
¿Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests. I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
This game got real weird. I mean, I don't know, it was like, oh, the spooky thing. Okay, I'm still here. I was like, did I disappear? It's like, the spooky thing, oh, it's just the bear stuff that's soaking up all the stuff. But then, like, that guy? Let's see where this goes.
In white, silver, and
Or look.
apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress.
Leave me alone.
You should kneel.
Okay.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure
We're gonna
behind
become
you,
Christian
it
or
covers
something.
you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive.
It's not possible to live? I don't know. Is that one?
As that great and desperate thought passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. the highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate innocent rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office. No, we are alone. 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world. Many things, you know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene la Navigateur, Queen of Serene, modern-day Sir La Clé, also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. It was on her advice that Irene la Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era. Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
Okay.
As did we all. The lands of the Mesk and the Occident.
Guess this might be a long episode because we can't back out.
Altogether, 21 of the 40 Mundial nations of the time immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt. Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen. One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else.
And one with glowing lungs, that...
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology. Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
Oh, it's like, she's extremely beautiful and well-thinking, like, forwarded everybody. Oh, and then she committed war crimes.
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefreighter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's somehow connected to the case. Like, at first, like, oh, religion's like, okay. It's weird that we suddenly have god queens and stuff. War criminal! And I feel like it.
She's been dead for 300 years. I am almost 1,000% certain she isn't connected to the case.
And then, like, several episodes later, or 20 or something, you'll be like, man, you were right. She was connected to the case.
None of this is, in fact. This church, the coast, this isn't a good place to get lost in.
Okay, but we'll just test this.
The mother of
Okay.
humanism stands above
Cool.
you, a precious and complex
We'll do
wax
visual
painting.
calculus stuff while I'm calling it. So, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. That was a thing. Visual calculus, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but, I don't know, maybe it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know. Oh wait, is that? No, that's logic. Where it's just like, yeah, let's put that hat back on. Where, you know, people say that there's kings and rulers and stuff and all that thing that happening, and, you know, it ain't real. Man, just like, I don't know, man. It seems a bit less, you know, actual rulers and a bit more the Emperor of Mankind thing going on. So that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So comment, guys, I like, comment, seems you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like see grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos app grow, and please join the Admirals app, control the pit population. Things got weird. And until next time, let's say, me, GamerWolfSix, of Disco Elysium. Say first, just in case you press the wrong button. So thanks and see ya.